Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're watching. I want to thank you for watching and welcome back to the Victory Lab. In this video, I'm going to be discussing Week 7 and recapping all of the games starting with the Thursday night game and wrapping up with last night's Monday night game. So let's get this thing started. On Thursday night, the Packers hosted the Bears at Lambeau Field and Aaron Rodgers finally found his stride. He was 39 of 56, throwing for 326 yards and 3 touchdowns, leading the Packers to a convincing 26-10 win. As for the Bears, their quarterback woes continued as they started Brian Hoyer, but he wouldn't last long. He was 4 of 11 for just 49 yards, and halfway through the second half, Matt Barkley came in and really didn't do any better. Actually, I would say he did worse. He was 6 of 15 for 81 yards, but threw 2 picks. Now let's move on to the full slate of games on Sunday. They got it started early across the pond in London with the New York Football Giants taking on the Los Angeles Rams in a game that, again, wasn't very good. Case Keenum threw for 1 touchdown but had 4 picks, and the Giants defense would really be the difference maker in this one, taking one of those interceptions all the way back for a touchdown. The Giants take that one 17-10, even though Eli Manning had yet another unimpressive week. Heading back stateside, we're going to Kansas City, where the Chiefs hosted the Saints in a much different style game. Drew Brees threw for 367 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick, while Alex Smith went for 214 yards and 2 touchdowns. However, defense again would be the difference maker. At the end of the first quarter, Kansas City's Daniel Sorensen picked off Drew Brees and took it to the house. And when a defense gets you a big score like that, it usually puts you in pretty good shape to win the game. Drew Brees and the Saints did try and make a small comeback at the end, but fell short, 27-21 to the Chiefs in Kansas City. Andrew Luck looked to continue his big season against the Titans and DeMarco Murray in the game that was close, but the Colts ended up having too much luck on their side. He threw for 353 yards and 3 touchdowns, one to his favorite target, T.Y. Hilton, who was having a monster season. Marcus Mariota had 232 yards and 2 touchdowns, with DeMarco Murray adding 1 touchdown on 107 yards rushing. This was a pretty entertaining game with both QBs and other players playing well, but the Colts get the win on the road, 34-26. Now on to the most surprising game of the week in my opinion. Well, maybe. We'll get to that later. The Vikings traveled to the city of brotherly love and didn't find too much love. The game was riddled with turnovers, including 5 in the first quarter with back-to-back fumbles, 1 from each squad. Sam Bradford was 24 for 41 with a touchdown, an interception, and 2 lost fumbles, while rookie Carson Wentz was 16 of 28 for 138 yards with a touchdown, 2 interceptions, and 1 lost fumble. The defenses in this game were ball hawking and it showed, but the difference would be special teams, as early in the second quarter, Philadelphia would take a kickoff return for a touchdown, giving them the edge in this game, 21-10, handing the Vikings their first loss of the season. Now let's go back and quickly recap some of the other games that were happening in the NFL of the week. Bengals down the Browns 31-17 off Andy Dalton's 2 touchdowns, including 1 Hail Mary at the end of the first half to A.J. Green. Lions defeat Washington 20-17. Raiders improved to 5-2 after beating Jacksonville 33-16. And the Jets get a much-needed win, but lose Geno Smith to a torn ACL in the process, defeating the Ravens 24-16. Now, we're just getting started here. Be on the lookout for part 2 of the Week 7 recap, but in the meantime, take a lap. I'll see you next time.